All right, all right, all right. How everybody doing? I hope all is well. Let me stop sharing that screen. I don't want to see that anymore. All right, Joe, brother, what's up? Joe there got crickets. Hello, everyone. What's up, Joe Douglas? All right, let me get this other screen ready. So listen, Joe did such an outstanding job on Saturday with a presentation where oh dog, hold on, let me start it out over again. Record to this computer. All right, so greetings everyone. I just want to be the first to say that Joe has done a fantastic job, in my opinion, on Saturday, on spur of the moment, last minute meeting that he decided to create. In that meeting, he broke it down step by step. So everybody on this call, you can have the opportunity to see step by step exactly how Joe broke it down. If you're gonna call Saturday, great. You maybe missed something. So I'm hoping that this worked, and I'm hoping that you find that this is inspiring, because when I tell you that me and Coach Joe been talking for a long time, and he basically, why I call myself the retirement strategies guy, and hey, I'm teaching you retirement strategy. He broke it down so well that it was awesome. So look, I'm not gonna hold y'all up and just be running my mouth. I'm gonna move this extra screen over, make it big, and I'm gonna share this with you all. So I'm gonna try and fast forward it if I can through the stuff y'all don't really care to listen to. But my introduction is that he did a fantastic job. And the other thing I want to tell everybody about this on this call tonight is that setting up something really huge for you all. Joe inspired this. He did something last month where he basically broke this up down in a 2-hour block. Of course, we always try to outdo each other in friendly competition. So I'm looking at 6 to 8 hours on a Saturday. You tune in, tune out. That's on you. But I'm reaching out to some people. Joe going to be teaching as well. But Wild Wait to Be Great is the ideal, and we really trying to help people take the initial steps to follow their dream path and dream and trust themselves, right? So I'm going to get at least about 6 to 8 people that's going to come on and talk about what they're doing for retirement strategies and how they got inspired to do it, and tell you their story, how they took steps, how they were scared, how they was afraid, and how they just started doing the actions, and now they're reaping the benefits. And sometimes hearing other people struggle make us get overcome our struggles, right? It's not easy. It's not easy because you can't talk to your mom, you can't talk to your dad, you can't talk to your loved ones, you can't tell your significant others. They don't want to hear it. They think you're trying to do a get rich quick scheme, right? So when you speak about your passion and you're telling the people that don't have the same passion and drive, it's not a good outcome. No, 9 times out of 10, right? And some of y'all have understanding people. So I'm going to share this with y'all. We're not going to go the whole hour with it, but definitely when he give out his nuggets, I'm going to stop it. And then once we're done with that, we'll open up for questions and answers, and we'll give y'all an opportunity to ask more questions about what you just witnessed. And if this don't excite you, what Joe did this time, I don't know what will excite you, and I don't know what else to share with you. So, Joe, can you unmute, man? And I know you over there probably be working, but can you unmute real quick to just tell the fans something so that before I share your screen and let everybody see the what you presented?
Hey, you know what, man? Hey, I'm over here, man. I got my paper out, sitting over here writing down numbers because I mean, hey, my brother over here pumping me up like that. I said today must be my lucky day. So I'm over here getting my numbers ready, man, because hey, I'm getting these Powerball tickets tonight, brother. Hey, Powerball, Mega Millions, and when I'm in there, I might buy me a scratch off or two. So today, man, has been a fabulous, terrific day. I can definitely tell you I am fatigued from you know, the nonstop grind of it, both mentally and physically. But man, I am thankful for your words of encouragement. Thankful for the opportunity to still be here. And yeah, let's keep things rocking and rolling. You guys, it may be afternoon. Good morning, afternoon to you all. Coach, are you here on the call? I see you logged in here. Let me stop this here.
Yeah, I'm on.
Let me turn my video here. Coach, I'm like, that's really it, Coach. I mean, it's, you know, because you want to, you know, find a vehicle that you can, and this is, you know, this is true, I really am. And so today I want to share with you guys and Coach, you know, hey, I love your feedback and your input as you know, we go through this this call today. But you know how one, you know, why real estate, you know, and then two, how you can actually create generational wealth. Truly, you could create generational wealth if you're not, you know, really interested in generational wealth. How you can create wealth, you know, for yourself and not just you know, any and everyone else. So you know, I think most everyone that's on here, like you know, I know Grace and Belinda, they're part of the group, but we have two others that are new to the platform, Coach. So what we'll do is, man, we'll talk this thing through, and I'm going to share with you exactly the steps that I'm doing for myself, as well as the things that, you know, I'm doing with and for others to help them achieve that, you know, financial freedom that they're looking for. So yeah, Coach, do you have anything you'd like to add to that?
Oh no, brother, you spot on. Help everybody out, give the knowledge away so that you can make room for more.
That's really it, Coach. I mean, it's, you know, because you want to, you know, find a vehicle that you can, and this is, you know, this is true. You want to find a vehicle that you can control, right? So whenever you get in your car, you're not looking right now. I bet you're not interested in having a self-driving car, are you, Coach?
I'm not. I want my control. I like my control.
That's right. You know, that's me too. So it's rarely ever do, hey, I get in the car with other people and they're driving, simply because, hey, I like to be in control of my time, right? So if we're going out to dinner, no, I'll meet you there, you know, or if we're going, if I'm in your city, I'm visiting you, and you know, oh, cool, you're picking me up, I understand that. But if we're in the same city, we both have vehicles, you're at home, I'm at home, no, hey, let me meet you there. Why? Because, hey, I want to be in control of my time. And that's the exact same process that, you know, I share with people when it comes to, you know, being in control of your actual finances and your resources. I learned this. I never again want to have someone that has control and access to my money that I do not know. All right. I don't want to do that anymore. So for me, what I did personally is I took my you know, my retirement, and I transferred it over into I left it in my 401k. That was the first thing I did. But once I left it in my 401k, I transferred and I figured out, hey, what I wanted to do with that. I transferred over a portion of it to another custodian. So if you guys aren't familiar with what a custodian is, all it is just another another investment firm, another holding firm. So my personal 401k was at Fidelity. Whenever I transferred over a portion of that, the other part went over to American IRA. So I did that. Here, let me put this together. Let me turn off my ringer here. Got my ring going on. So I transferred over a portion of you know, my capital to another custodian. And the reason why I did that is because, hey, I wanted to be in complete control. And then I took control away from Fidelity, and I said, no, you put my money in a holding account. If you want to invest my funds, we need to have an actual meeting to where we can discuss where you want to invest it, why you want to invest it. right? Because, hey, I need to understand this. You know, at the time I had about, I want to say maybe $150,000 in that 401k account. So I wanted to know, like, hey, who had my money? Who's got my money? You know what I mean? Who's got my money? If I don't know who has my money, I have the problem. The person that has it doesn't, right? I have the problem. So what I did is from there, transferred over a portion to another custodian, left the other part in the holding tank for at Fidelity. I couldn't transfer it all over because I was still employed by the company that was contributing to the 401k. All right. So I could only transfer over a portion of it. So I transferred over a portion. I said, all right, so now I have these funds in an IRA. How can I invest it? How will I invest it? All right. Once I discovered the art of investing in real estate and how you can grow and create wealth, boom, that was for me. Why? Because, hey, I can control what I'm investing in, right? So real estate is a passion for me. It's a desire for me. It's a love for me. Cool. So now I know, hey, I was already doing it. So now I know where to invest my money. See, here's the thing, coach. If you take your cash right now that's in your bank account and you invest, whatever you make, you're going to pay taxes on. Okay. If you take your money out of your 401k and invest, whatever you make, you're going to pay taxes on. If you can withdraw money from your 401k as a loan, you're not paying taxes on the loan, but if you make money off of that loan, you're paying taxes. You see? But so for me, it's like, hey, how can I, just keep chopping away at Uncle Sam? Because Uncle Sam is crazy, crazy, crazy. It's like I have to work and pay taxes. Then I have to spend my money and pay taxes. Then I got to save my money, pay taxes. I have to invest my money, pay taxes. So all of that money, that $1, that I make, you circle that bad boy around in the economy, before you know it, man, look, you're left with 5 cents because that money's been taxed that much. So I wanted to really get a plan to where I can create a savings account, okay, a savings and investment account. I can have tax deferred, okay. I can make as much money as I possibly can, and I can just keep reinvesting it. See, in the 401k, coach, if your money's in a 401k, you hit retirement, you start getting your distribution, you're getting taxed. Okay, you're getting taxed on that money. And why are they saying that? They're saying it because it's before pre-tax money. So they feel like it's only right for them to tax you whenever you start to pull it out. But think about this. You're contributing, I'm just using this number here. You're contributing $300 a month. Okay. And now you're at the end of retirement and you're ready to pull out, $300,000. Guess what? They're going to tax you 20% on that $300,000. Is that right? It's not right to me. So for me, it's like, hey, what vehicle can I create? What vehicle, not that I can create, what vehicle can I get in to where I'm in control of my investments? I can make the maximum amount that I possibly can, and I can defer my taxes down the road. So that's what I wanted to do. Now, I want to let you guys know here that, hey, I'm not bashing 401ks because they are they're so essential to our life now. They really are. So on top of getting your monthly payments, your yearly payments from your job, a lot of them, they're willing to give you extra money for retirement, which I believe is just, very, very generous. I do. And so it's a great tool. It's a great tool, but you guys have to be in control of it, right? Be appreciative of it, but be in control of it. So for me, when I had that cash in there, $120,000, and I didn't know who had my money. I didn't know who was doing it. When I called up to speak to someone at Fidelity, I got different people every single time. And guys, this is how I am, just me personally, whenever I'm speaking about, resources. I'm pissed off because I can't talk to the person that's controlling my money. Every time it's someone different. If it was $100, I'm not crying, right? I'm not crying. But because this is a, $125,000, I am crying Like that doesn't sit right with me. If you have that amount of control over my life and I can't call you, send you a text message, email, invite you over for Thanksgiving, no, I got a problem. So I want to be in control of my money, like I said. So if you guys want me to leave my money here because I have to, hey, put it in a holding account. I don't want it being invested anywhere without my approval. So now let's speak monthly, right? So that's what I did for the time that I was there employed at that company. So now I'm doing all this, being in control. Hey, then I take my money over in my IRA. So now I contribute $6,000. I can got a portion of my 401k over there now. I'm in 100% control. I can contribute $6,000 a year. That's the max that you can contribute, but you have no max that you can make. See, that's the thing. No max that you can make. So if you put $6,000 in there and you make $100,000, it's tax-free. Let me say it one more time. You make $100,000, it's tax-free. Now, here's how that money becomes tax-free. You can't pull it out. You can't withdraw it until you're 59. Right? If you pull it out before 59, you do pay taxes on it. You do. But if you wait to 59 and after, and that's when most of us retire, it's tax-free after that. So can you imagine if you contribute in, here, let me show you guys here. We're going to do simple math today. And then I'll pull up an actual calculator here. Let's see here. Let me share my screen. Share. Okay. You guys see you should be able to see my calculator right there. Let me move that here. So let's say if you do $6,000 a year and you do it for 10 years, just 10 years, that's $60,000. $60,000. Now let's say this is in your this is money that you made in your 401k, and now you want to pull that money out, right? You want to pull it out. So you do that times 0.2, you just lost $12,000 because now you're taking distributions. You're taking distributions, right? That is crazy, crazy, crazy. Now this doesn't show profits gained from that $6,000 that you guys invested in, right? So it does not show that. So I want to be, fair on that part. But what it does show is it just shows you that, hey, when you do withdraw it, yeah, you lost $12,000 just from taking your money out. So now let's say you leave your cash in there and it's in an IRA account and not a 401k. Hey, when you pull out your cash at 59, you're keeping your $12,000. You're keeping it. Now, that's just a savings account. That does not account for interest that you've made, profits that you've made, any type of gains. It does not account for any of that. But what it does account for is you being in 100% control. Let me repeat that. What it does account for is you being 100% in control. So that's the beauty of it. Let me say it again, the beauty of it. So I'm taking a look here, see if I can actually find a IRA calculator, because I think Bankrate has one, which was it was a pretty decent one. The thing that I've learned is because I tried to play around with these here and just take a look at and see hey, what I would actually have. If things continue to go at its steady pace. And for me, because of how aggressively I invest, and it's all in real estate, it's all in real estate. The system couldn't even fathom. It wouldn't even allow me to calculate what my returns are. It would not allow me to, because here's the thing. I can't wait, guys. I got a whiteboard I ordered. I can't wait to be able to write on the whiteboard and actually be able to detail these things out. Here's the things. Whenever I'm purchasing a property in real estate, okay? So yeah, this is what, it's a couple things that you're looking at whenever you're purchasing. Here. Where did we go here? There we go. All right. So it's a couple things that you're looking at whenever you're investing in real estate. You look at appreciation. We know the values of homes, they're only going to continue to rise. Yes, COVID had a lot to do with that. I mean, a whole lot to do with it. And it made inventory at a very, very short supply. So here's the thing. We're 3 million doors behind right now with the population growth of single family homes. So the only way homes are going to become more and more available, you have a plethora of foreclosures, you have a plethora of deaths. Those are the only two things. People start expiring, people start losing their homes, right? But it has to be an accelerated rate for the demand to truly drop now, because everyone is buying. Everyone is buying. They're still buying. Has it cooled off a little bit? Yes, it has cooled off a little bit, but the inventory is nowhere near where it once was because people aren't selling. They're not selling. I have one person right now that's in our network. She's selling her home, got it under contract. Look, got it under contract in 3 days. But here's the thing. Now she's struggling to find somewhere to stay because rents are sky high. Can't find apartments because she makes a little bit too much money for certain apartments in her area. Other apartments are $2,200, $2,300 for 2 bedrooms, but she's selling her house. I'm like, why are you selling? Well, my HOAs are going up and taxes are going, all that stuff affected them. So you sell your house, you make $500,000, and if you go out and rent, within 5 years, you're broke again. Can you imagine that? You sell your house, you make $250,000. 5 years, you're broke again because you're spending over $24,000 a year on rents. Right, man, it's like highway robbery, right? But for those of us that are investors, we understand where the market is going. So this is why we want to invest there. So you're investing in real estate with your IRA. You purchase at the correct property, at the correct price point. What's the correct price point? You should not be in investment properties. You should not be more than 75% LTV, loan to value. Okay. So if the property is worth $100,000, you should not, hear me out. Hear me out. As a small investor, like what we are, and I'm saying small because, hey, I'm not going out buying, $1 million assets yet. I'm working on it, right? Working on it. But as a small investor, you should not be out spending more than 75% LTV on a property. Okay. So if the property is worth $100,000, your all-in cost needs to be $75,000. What's all-in cost? Your purchase price, any renovations that you need to make, right? You need to do that so you can properly cash flow. One, properly cash flow. Then two, to where you have enough equity built into your investment. If the market skyrockets, man, it's going to make you wealthy. If the market drops, man, you're still protected because it's not going to drop 25% of the value, right? So you're still protected. You're still a smart investor. But here's the thing, market skyrockets, guess what? Rent still increased. Market comes down, guess what? Rent still increases, right? And if you're on a fixed rate mortgage, you know what your mortgage is across the board, across the boards. I have a rental property right now that I took over this property via subject to, and I'm gonna show you guys how I do that. Took over this property via subject to. My mortgage on this home is $930. My rent on this property is $1,600. Let me repeat that. Mortgage, $930, rent, $1,600. Okay, now purchased it. This one's subject to. What is subject to? Hey, I didn't have to put any money down to acquire this property. Seller walked away, gave me the keys, right? Walked away, gave me the keys, deeded over the property to me. Now, here's the thing. I'm executing another one next week. And then I'm working on a third one right after that. So it's free houses, right? But here's the thing. If I was purchasing this property, I took over the mortgage. The mortgage balance is like 130,000. Okay. Property's worth 170. Okay. 130 to 170. All right. 130, 170. What is that? Like $50,000 of equity. All right. So I just made $50,000. Right. I took over the property. I made $50,000, right? 50. So now let's just say in this example here, I purchased this property. Okay. The property is worth, let me go back and share my screen here. So I want you guys to see this. Then I'm going to roll in how, investing with your IRA is going to really be a game changer for you. So now the property is worth $170,000, right? Times 0.7. Remember, I said we shouldn't be no more than 75% because I'm an aggressive investor. I go out. My goal is to be no more than 70% all in. Okay. 70%. If it's above 70, I do what we call wholesaling, right? Wholesaling is where I control the asset and I sell it to someone else. I don't own it. I control it with a contractual agreement. Then I sell it to someone else. So in this example here, 170,000. All right. There we go. Is that 170? Yep. Times 0.7. So now 119,000. That's my my maximum purchase price. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. That's my purchase price. 170 times 0.7. That's my purchase price. Now I have to subtract $14,000 that was invested into the property. Now that's my maximum purchase price, 105,000. My max purchase price is 105. Okay. So now I own this property. I buy it for 105,000. I put my I put my $14,000 into it. Now I'm all in 119. So 170 minus 119 equals $51,000 of equity. Okay. So by buying this property, boom, my worth, my value increased. Okay. My net worth increased $51,000. My overall worth increased $170,000. Okay. My gross is 170. So now here's the thing. You take that money, that 14,000 that you invested, let's say, and you purchased this with your IRA. Okay. And in this example here, my rent is $1,600. I subtract, what did I subtract? Oh, $930 for my rent. I'm sorry, my mortgage. That's $670 a month. Okay. Now I got 670 times 12, $8,000. $8,000. But remember this, I can only contribute to my IRA, how much? $6,000 a year. So one property has generated, has like created my IRA account. So I subtract my 6,000. Now I have an extra $2,040. $2,040 a year. My IRA is funded. Now here's the thing. All of that money from that IRA, remember, that I make from my IRA is tax deferred. It's tax free if I wait till the age of 59. And who's building up my IRA in this example? Who's building it up? The actual tenant is building up my IRA. I'm not building up my IRA. That's the beautiful thing about this. It's like, I'm not building it up. The tenant is paying for it. That is like so game changing, so game changing. And I am 100% in control. So now I take that $6,000 that I'm making, okay? I reinvest it into another asset and I rinse and repeat it. So now here, remember what I said, guys, you can only contribute $6,000 to it, okay? Personally, but you can make as much as you possibly can, as much as you possibly can. So let me show. Let me go back, share desktop one. So now, remember this. It was 680 times 12. That's 8160. All right, my IRA made. And remember this, I still have my $6,000. So total in 1 year total, I'm at 14,160. Right? So now if I go out and repeat this every single year, let's just one property. That's all it takes every single year. And let's say if I do just one, if I do this for 20 years, you got $283,000. That's just one property. $283,000 your IRA has made. Don't forget, now you have wealth. You have wealth from depreciation of your, this is how you get mixed rate return. Depreciation of the property, you get appreciation of the property, you get equity increase, you get rents. I mean, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. And here's the thing. Listen to this. My friend, I have a friend right now that is like planning for retirement next year, has worked 30 plus years and have under $500,000 in her retirement account, has under $500,000. And I just showed you guys 10 years right here. We're at almost 300,000 with one property a year, with one property a year, just growing the cash that's in the IRA. You know, just growing the cash. We didn't do any type of compound interest or anything like that. A compound effect. A compound effect would be, hey, now I got this amount of cash. What if I go out and I do 2 properties a year? Right? That was a simple scenario because I don't want to make things too complicated for myself as presented, nor to you guys as, you know, as an audience. But this just shows you like what the capabilities are. 10 years, almost $300,000 off of this simple formula, right? So imagine you have that and you have your cash from your 401k and you have the equity in your properties and you have your, and you have monthly rents if you choose to keep those. So your return, it becomes like very, very difficult to calculate, very difficult. So you want to speak about like, hey, how can I create some true wealth? This is just one way. Let me share with you guys here. This is a bank rate right here. Let's see here. If you do a starting balance, I'll show you for myself, and then let me show you guys for my son. Let's say if you do the starting balance of 6,000, okay. I think you can only contribute up to 6,000. Oh, maximum annual IRA 5,500. Oh, that was in yeah, I thought you could go up to 6,000. Let's see here. Yeah, I think that's wrong. Oh, this is an old calculator. So let's go off of the old calculations here. 5,500. I'm 39. Okay. Let's say I want to retire at 65. Expected rate of return. Watch this. It can't even fathom. It won't even calculate that. You see that? Because they don't like, this system here is not built for the way we invest, the way we're in complete control. We're able to find the correct and proper assets to invest in. So the system can't even comprehend this. So when you talk about who's got my money, the system can't even tell you like how can you even make this much money? You can't. So your maximum limit is 20%. Listen at that. They're telling you what your maximum like how much money you can actually make. You're not gonna be able to make over 20%. So let's just say we do that 20%. All right. So now total contribution here, look at that. $143,000, right? That's what I would put in. 6,000 from 39 to 65. By the time I retire, this is the amount that I would have, right? That's the amount I would have. Now, let's say if I go 39 and I'm up out of this thing at 50, another 10 years, okay? Look at what they're saying my balance will be. Remember I told you guys about 283, but look, this is just at a 50%. But the way I invest, the way that we're teaching and sharing you guys how to invest, you're going to crush this. crush this. So in 10 years, remember what I said, like this lady's been working 30 plus years and have under $500,000. Oh, and let me tell you, I forgot to tell you, and she's lost over $50,000 this year. That is not a brag or a boast. That is horrible. That is like extremely horrible, unfathomable. But here's the thing, because she can't see it, she can't touch it, it's not in her liquid account, you know, she has a different opinion about it. For me, my stomach turn is sickening. Think about this. Think about this. If, I don't care who it is, your mom, your dad, your best friend, your man, $50,000. Can you imagine if somebody took $50,000 from you and didn't give it back? How would you feel? I know how I would feel, exactly how I'm describing to you. Lost it. And guess what? You don't know who to go off on. You don't know who to talk to. You don't know what the heck. You're just like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? No, what you do is take control. Put my money in my freaking holding account. I'll tell you where to go spend it. You want to spend it and invest it somewhere? Because that's how they get bonuses there. You know, being in control of people's money, which I understand because they have made people a lot of money, you know. But at the same time, I need to know who's making me this money. I need to know who's losing me this money. Okay. So look right here. So expected return 20% because that's the max I can do. Now I'm crushing that, right? Because how am I crushing it? If you got $6,000 and you're making $6,000, that's 100% return. I can't even put that in here. See, that's the thing. And how am I making a 100% return? My tenants is paying for that. Not coach. The tenants are. So we all working together. Rents continue to go up. So hey, I learned this from my buddy old pal. Hey, look, coach, rents continue to increase. Property taxes, insurance, all that increases. You put it if you do a 24-month lease, a 2-year lease, hey, you put in there already that, hey, month number 13, you have 1.5 to 3% rate increase, and they sign and agree to it. So what is that? That could be an extra $50 a month. Extra $50 a month times 12. You know, what is that? 50 times 12. That's $600. You got 10 properties. Remember, that's an extra $6,000. Now, here, remember that. That's an extra $6,000. Remember that. That money's in your IRA. So that extra $6,000 that you're making, jackpot, back in your IRA, plus the regular $6,000. So that money just keeps adding up. See, that's why I was telling you that the system, because they can't see it, how we can get there. But we see it, right? So now let me show you guys this right here. This is a game changer right here. Watch this here. Right here. My son is 10 years old. By the time he gets 30 and has access to this, his daddy has left him almost $1.5 million. All right. Now, my son is 10 years old. Let me repeat this. By the time he gets 30 years of age, his dad has left him $1.4 million. Okay. If he's smart, the way daddy is teaching him to be smart, because our assets will be owned free and clear. He won't have to touch it. Now, let me just show you how it just continues to ride. If he waits to 59, his dad's made him almost $300 million. Just at this simple method. Simple method. Coach just has a son. He's not even one yet. Let's say he waits to 20. Coach sets this up for him. He has houses already. Hey, by the time his son is 20, he has $1.2 million. Does that not give your children a head start in life? Yes, it does. Huge head start, right? So now let's say a coach, he does this, sets this up to where now everything's in a trust. He can't touch it till he's 30 years of age. 30 years of age are married for 3 years, because I'm a big like advocate and component, you know, of marriage and things like that. You guys are like, as we spend more time, boom, let's say 30 years of age, right? He can't touch this till he's 30. Man, this kid here has almost $8 million. Man, hey, look, I don't have no microphone to drop, but that's it. That's it right there. If you guys are not believers in how to create wealth with real estate and with the resources that you already have, it's a game changer. This is why investing in mentors, in coachings, in programs, in education is very important. Very important. If you fail to invest in the proper education, you'll forever be broke. I don't care, even if you go work for your a living, you're broke. Had a conversation last night with someone. They make $65,000 a year, which is pretty good money. You know, no, it's good money. Good middle class money, right? But guess what? She works to pay bills. Think about this. We go to college because we need an education. Makes sense. You know, we want to do that. We need this education. Let's go to college. Now, whenever I get out of college, I have this degree, this paper, but I still struggle as if I didn't go to college. I've been bamboozled. You know, I've been bamboozled. The country, the world has set me up to make me go into debt, never be able to climb out of it, and to always owe money. Right? Always owe somebody some money. That is not fair. That is not fair. And for me, I'll be, excuse my language here, because I'm passionate about this. I'll be damned if I set my family up that way. You know, I have one child right now, but I do plan on expanding it. I'll be damned if I set up my family now, because I know better. Before then, hey, I didn't know any better, you know, but now I know better. Right? So what kind of father would I be by knowing better and not putting my family in a position to do better? Right? I wouldn't, it wouldn't be right. Wouldn't be right. So now I execute this strategy here for myself. I execute this strategy for my son. Yeah, I'm sorry, coach, but hey, I just got privileged to this information here a couple months back, right? So now, but hey, the future son, hey, boom, as soon as he's born, I can set this up. And then guess what? I'm in control of it. When he gets older, everything's in a trust. Guess what? I'm still in control of it. You know, hey, I give him distributions, right? But this here is set up for it to be a retirement, right? A retirement. So I can set it up to where, hey, my son can retire at 30 from that example. Look at this example. Coach's son, with the way inflation is going, this is really going to help. Like, look at this here. Wait, which screen? I don't even know which screen I'm sharing. Let me go back. Oh, yep, I'm sharing it here. Look at this here. At age of 30, almost $8 million. Almost $8 million at the age of 30. So you can now put your children in a position to where they can actually retire. So you use this investment strategy with a combination of real estate investing, the game changes tenfold. The game changes tenfold. So now that's where my mentality is at. My mentality is always about, hey, how can I continue to grow, develop, and do it to where, hey, I'm not spending a lot of time. You know, this is just one strategy. You do your IRA, then you move over into annuities, you move over into index insurance, index funds, you move over to all these different sorts, you diversify your portfolio. But the beautiful thing of it is you have real estate, you have your IRA, you have these other things that you're all in control of. And you still have, thank God, your 401k from your employer who's contributing to it. So like, man, you take all of that, coach. You get this information here, is no reason now, for those of us on call, it's no reason now for us not to be taking the steps. One property a year can change your life. Just one. Not just yours, it can change the trajectory of your family's life. You see, so the things I'm doing now, I have no idea how it's going to affect the second generation behind me. Like, right? No idea. But what I do know, myself, my family, man, look, we're in a good spot. We're in a good spot. And here's the thing, coach. I have life insurance policy. If something happens to me today on this earth, hey, look, my trust is drafted up already that shows them exactly what to do. The one thing now, because I'm implementing this strategy here, I got my estate planning meeting coming up next month. I'm making my adjustments. Why? Because, hey, now, hey, I need this. If something happens to me, I got enough insurance to pay off everything we own, never have to work again. Never have to work again. That family would make over $30,000 a month off of rents, right? But not only that, but hey, it's things that needs to happen. So you create that, you create your IRA, you do all these different things, boom, we on and popping. That's how the wealthy continues to get wealthy and pass on funds from like generation to generation to generations. That's how they do it. That's how they do it. And as you guys see here, you don't have to go out. It don't have to be 50 million, 60 million. But if you do it right, by the time your third and fourth generation comes around, they can inherit the fruits of your labor. They can inherit it. And
Hey, Joe.
us to just
All right. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? I ain't gonna even worry about wasting y'all time hearing what I had to say, because I ain't gonna take away from my brother. He did his job.
let them know what to do.
And,
yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm done.
Man.
Let me stop this thing. Let me cut it off. How to cut this off. So Joe did such a perfect job. I do not want to water down what he did. And that's a good picture to pause it upon. Look at that boy. Look at him, boy. Look at that eye. Look, y'all. He give you that eye. Oh, he must be busy. He ain't unmute. All right,
oh, it's coming. It's coming. That's what we doing, huh?
I'm just saying, look at that eye.
You gotta pitch out the doggone screen, man. hey, get my pitch out the screen.
Yeah, somebody finna see you some phone numbers do this thing on Zoo YouTube. Look at that eye. He like, let me stop, man. Let me stop sharing. So look, guys, I mean, if you're not, I'm gonna open it up for man, no, I'm not doing this. I'm gonna open it up for everybody. Go ahead and raise your hands. Ask this young man whatever questions you have, because if I say anything, I'm taking away from it. And it's kind of like the preacher spoke and somebody else, a deacon, get up and start talking behind him. That's disrespectful. So I'm not gonna do that. Joe, the floor is yours, brother, to answer our questions. And if I can tag on, I will. Please raise your hands. That was a phenomenal example of how you can retire with using real estate. That's all I'm going to say with that. And I'm going to shut up after that. So raise your hand to speak. And Joe, if you want to go ahead and talk while you wait till they raise their hand, man, go ahead, man, and spill the beans.
It's just like we said, man, it's just one way of being able to create some additional wealth for you and your family. And it really is a beautiful thing whenever you get exposed to these types of financial opportunities where you can truly see things differently than the cash that you're taking and you're putting in your bank account and you are, saving, because that's how, I was taught. I can't say how I was taught. It was, take your money, you save it, put it in your wallet, save it. Okay. Then it went to, put it in a shoebox, save it. Then it went to, okay, hey, open your bank account and save it. And it was never invest. It was never, learn how to, make that money work for you. And so just continue to encourage yourselves, ourselves, myself, learn more, more things, get exposed to more people, and ask questions, ask questions. And when I say ask questions, ask yourself questions, because what got me in the position that I'm in right now is that, hey, I asked myself a question. I still remember this like plain as day. I was driving, and the question I asked myself is, hey, am I living the life that I would like to live for me and my family? No, I'm not. Am I able to afford and provide the life that I would like to live for me and my family? No, I'm not. And at the time, like I said, I was making like 80,000 a year plus bonuses, company car, all those things. It was like a really, really good job. I was very grateful for it, thankful for it. But whenever I looked at it, I said, no, I'm not. I'm not living that life. And so it was at that time the transformation happened. It was like, okay, it's fine. What do I need to do? What do I need to do? Okay. Who do I need to be associated with to where I can, start learning and get in position where I can live the life that I would like to live. And so, but I didn't stop. I was just keep learning, keep learning, keep learning. And learning how to invest if you guys have 401ks, learning, what you can do with your 401k is important. So, I encourage all of you guys to, pick up the phone and call your 401k company and just learning what you can do and ask them this hard question because you want to know, how much money have I lost this year? Okay, ask them that. And ask them, hey, how much money have I made this year? If you lost, you haven't made anything, but ask, hey, how much money have I lost this year? And find out. And then that's going to tell you, is really going to give you, another perspective on like, wait a second, I'm losing money over here and I don't even know it. The people that are of age in their 50s and 60s, they're very fearful right now because a lot of them, they have their funds in their retirement account, and they say that we're on the door, the front door of a recession. What happens whenever you're in a recession? Boom, your money that you have in those accounts, it disappears. And not intentionally, but it does just as a result of the market. So if you have that money there, you put it in a holding account to where they can't trade it. They can't, without your permission, it goes exactly where you say, hey, look, your cash is protected. And, but you have it protected, but each and every day your buying power is weakening. The Fed said, the government said that they plan on increasing interest rates, several more times by the end of this year, and they're going to be aggressive. Now, here's the thing: the interest rate, that's not only on just mortgages. That's not just mortgages. If you look at something like from what was it? I want to say from 2019 to right now to 2022, you're paying we are paying $7 more per $100 spent. $7 more per $100 spent. So now I ask you, hey, how many of us have gotten a $7 raise since 2019? $7 an hour raise. Not many. So as our raises don't don't go up with inflation. We're taking pay cuts. We'll say, okay, hey, look, I'm making $70,000, $75,000 a year. Hey, I'm good. Okay. 3 years down the road, that $70,000 now is equivalent to like 55 because of inflation. So it's learning how, the wealthy view and see money, learning how you can, take and learn from them and start implementing your small strategies that ultimately will create big wins. Small wins create big wins. That is it. That is it. So, I want to encourage you guys to continue to, learn what your options are. Remember, for IRAs is just one vehicle. It's a vehicle I love. It's a vehicle that, hey, I'm excited that, my son, he now has one. Don't know anything about it, but he now has one. And all I need to do is get him one property a year. And I believe everyone on the call believe I can achieve that. And all you guys have to do is get one property a year. I believe everyone on the call believe that you guys can achieve it. So, I'm pumped up. Grace, I see you have your hand up, so I'll unmute you. I'll ask you to unmute, and you can ask your question if you would like.
Yeah, so good evening, everybody. Coach, this is very, very encouraging. I am thrilled. And maybe just to share with the group, I'm looking at my 401k. So the past 60 days, I've lost $8,000 just, in for one account. So this is great information. And I am excited to learn from you and that I am your mentee. And I can't wait to start executing some of these nuggets that you just dropped. But thank you so much. And it's very, very inspiring.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. So what's the first thing you're going to do tomorrow? Oh, yeah, Grace, that was for you, Grace. What's the first thing you're going to do tomorrow?
I actually want to have a one-on-one with you too. I'm gonna call the 401k to really understand, because just looking at my account, I can only see what I've lost the past 60 days. I'm not sure how much I've lost in a year. And I'm gonna have to start those conversations and work with you to see how I'm gonna transfer my money.
Yeah. Congratulations for you sitting in that driver's seat, being in, saying, okay, hey, look, I want to take full ownership and control, because that's not an easy pill to swallow, to share, nor share that, hey, okay, look, I lost $8,000 this year. And we're just in May. So if that trend would continue, we don't know. Like I said, they're saying that we're on the verge of a recession. I hope and pray we're not. But thank God you're like on this call tonight and you're taking action tomorrow. That way and like I said, you can still invest a little bit, but you're investing it where you want it to go. Where you want it to go. You want to be in complete control. So yes, kudos to you for that. And whenever you're ready, just book your session on the calendar. That way, I'll get reminders of hey, we have a call scheduled with Grace. Now I implemented text messaging, so because I needed that, so we'll both get, or I'll get messages like all the way up to 5 minutes before, so to make sure that I am available, because I get busy, and I know poor Jaron, he'll tell you, last week we were supposed to speak, I believe, like at 3:00, but I was like so busy and wasn't checking my message, and boom, 6:00 happens, and then we had an opportunity to speak. But it was really, really good time doing that 6:00 hour. So, but hey, I commend you for taking a look at it and realizing that, oh wow, I do need to make some changes. So kudos to you for that. And yes, I'll love to hear what you would like to share, and then point you in the direction of people that I work with that handles the IRAs and 401ks, things like that, so you can get a more knowledgeable response and become more educated from those that do it on a daily basis. So yes, I'll definitely share that with you. Oh, bless your mama. The dog sneeze, sorry. All right. So is there any other questions? Nope. Okay, well, cool. I know we've reached that hour. Coach, here's one of the things that I want to hop in there too. I know we've been speaking a lot about just real estate investing in general. Here's one thing, Coach, I'll share with you is that I've been running the play of building the business credit. I know we have the the Fund and Grow platform, and now been going through creating and following a different platform of finding out what actually works for those of us who have not good credit. Those of us who have, credit is not strong. Hey, how can you still build business credit? Those of us who have strong credit, how can we, build business credit? And so, Coach, the ultimate goal of this, this platform that, we're working on is basically to show us, how to build business credit to where, 10 months, 12 months in, you are no longer needed to be a grantor on the loans. So meaning that, hey, if you go out and you want to purchase a vehicle for your company, you go buy a vehicle. That's not attached to your name. That's attached to your company's EIN number, right? You want to, go take a loan. Okay. You need a $150,000 line of credit. Okay. That's in your business name and not attached to you. So being able to show you guys how to actually do that, like I said, with good credit and bad credit. And bad credit, it's, this, please don't take offense to it, but it's for those of us who have under 680. Hey, I lived there for the longest. Okay. So if we, and they could say fair and all that stuff. And hey, in the world, how people are looking at it, that's bad credit. So it's like, hey, we want to show you how to actually, get your credit up, above the 700s, show you how to grow it fast. And then once you do get solid, hey, we want to show you how to get this business lines of credit to where, hey, you just do what you need to do. Do what you need to do. This week alone, or let me not say this week, last week alone, I got approved for over $50,000. $50,000. Man, this is like so helpful to me simply because from a credit standpoint, it's nothing for me to be, involved in a project and have to leverage my credit so I won't go cash poor, right? To leverage my credit so I don't go cash poor. And I'm leveraging my credit primarily, all on materials. So if right now I have, four projects going on right now, 4 projects. And so that's 4 different projects to purchase material for, 4 different projects to pay for labor, right? So that's a lot. So if I'm able to, now, hey, I have, $50,000 and that's just right now. Hey, I could take that 50,000. I can go buy whatever I need to buy and make those projects go pretty quickly. And then as the banks start to give me my reimbursement, hey, I pay those cards off. And here's one of the things I learned about business credit. With business credit, you can max them suckers out. You just need to keep making your payments. Personal credit, you maxed out, your credit score dips. Business credit does not matter. Just make your payments. Just make your payments. And here's the thing, you don't have to pay it off. You just need to make your payments. Right. And so you keep making your payments, keep, doing these things. And then you start building out that business credit, you get that Paydex score. Next thing you know, hey, look, you're going and you're doing big things, big things. One thing that I can't wait to sell my car, which I don't even know if I can do this, but I'm going to find out. See, this is like the whole point of growing. I want to sell like my personal car over to my business. I want to get it out of my name. That's just one of the things I want to do. I want to take my debt that I have and that's the only thing. Yeah. I want to do that. I want to transfer that over. All right, cool. Everything's in the business. So Joe is free and clear. Now Joe can actually go out and get, increase his personal lines of credit because his credit score is like super strong. Business, I can do that super strong. So if I can, have, I have several businesses, and if I can create this with all like the businesses that I have my holding company, I have rental company, I have Wings of Care, I have I think that's it, 3 for right now. Yep, 3 for right now. So I can do that for 3. Let's say I do that for 3, and just in this example, I do $50,000 on all 3. That's $150,000, right? That's not on my personal credit report. Now and then, hey, on my personal credit, and I go out and I get $100,000. Now I have 250,000. But as you continue to grow that line of credit, they just continue to increase. And my mentor told me that, like, yeah, Joe, you should have business. Like, I never knew how he did it, never knew it, but now I know. He wouldn't tell me. But now I know. Yeah, he would walk around and he had 4 credit cards. All of them had $100,000 limits. 4 credit cards with $100,000 limits. These are business credit cards with $100,000 limits. Man, can you imagine the damage this guy could do? The damage that this guy is doing. So, hey, I'm like excited to be following that path, and I want to share that with you guys. So if you guys are interested in learning more about the business credit, get on my calendar this week and, shoot me a text and just say, hey, look, I want to talk about business credit, and yeah, we can discuss that. And I got a question here. Latia, are you in a position to speak? How are things going on your end?
I am still looking for a buyer for both of the properties that I have.
Well, good. So whenever they come, you take them, take it by storm. And so, and also remember, and this is something that, we can speak about too, is that, after you get to a certain period, you can actually like reach out to them and like, hey, look, we're going to have to do something creative on this thing. I want to get you guys the maximum amount of money as possible. Unfortunately, based upon your location, these circumstances, it's only one way to get you the maximum amount. So do you want it all at once, or are you willing to take it over a period of time? And you can potentially wholesale it that way too.
I think I can talk one of them into some type of creative financing. But the other one, yeah, I'm ready to give up on him.
Some of you do walk away from. You just say, hey, look, I'll keep shopping it, and something comes across my desk, someone does, boom, hey, look, I'm circle back around and get it done. That's it. It's every opportunity is not going to be a win. Every opportunity is not going to be a failure. Or let me say a win. Every opportunity is not going to be a failure. You're going to always be able to learn from them. So next time you get an opportunity like this, you're a little bit more prepared, with different questions to ask, different tactics, different techniques, just all these different things. So, it's the growth pains.
Definitely.
Growth pains. But I knew you had texted me the other day that a joy story. Do you remember that?
I text you what?
You had texted me like a praise report.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. How are you feeling about that?
I'm like excited.
Do you mind sharing that with people, or you want to keep that just between us?
Oh no, my credit score went up.
Yeah.
I'm super
Awesome.
excited. I've been telling everybody.
Awesome. So everything we shared with you is like legit.
It's legit.
And it's been working. Cool.
It's been working.
Awesome. And you know what? Speaking of that, I got a text message earlier today, but I was like so busy I didn't get a chance to respond. So I'm glad that we're on the call so I can respond over there to the people on Rent Reporters.
Cool.
Let me see here. Press 1 to reply to confirm. It was all right. So, guys, if you don't mind, hey, I'll share this like little golden nugget here. I just replied to make sure that you get the credit for this one here. All right. So, because for us, we want to make sure that we put everyone in a position of power. We want to like everything. It's not just showing you how to find leads, how to find sell. It's so much deeper to that. We want to help everyone just learn how to become business professionals. So, and for those, when we start out, like I said, if we have a credit score under a 680, hey, look, our credit score is bad. If we take that mentality, it's like, look, I need to be like 720 or above. I got to do what I got to do. And when I started doing exercising this platform, I was at like a 660, 660. And I knew why. For me, it was my credit utilization. And so I said, hey, I got to figure this crap out. I have to figure it out. So I started getting just doing research, getting educated, and I learned how to quote unquote manipulate the credit system. So, hey, I have credit cards that both due around the same time. And hey, it's hard. It's hard. If both of them are due at the same time, hey, I have to pay the bare minimums to make sure I'm not missing any payments. And then when I get more funds, hey, I'll pay down the balances. No, let me separate the two. All right. Hey, nope, I want you due here at the beginning of the month. I want you due here towards the end of the month, right? So I separate the two. So now after I separate the two, hey, if I don't have any cash to where, hey, I can get down that one card, hey, I'll take money off of this card B, and pay down on card A, right? So now all I'm doing is transferring the debt I have. But every single time I'm doing that, A is reporting very low balance. B, once it's time to actually report, it has a very low balance. But during that time, hey, I got a balance, right? So I just learned how to manipulate the system, right? So that's one thing. Another thing, let's say if you guys don't have any type of credit that's being reported. Okay, perfect. So I take Sam here. Sam doesn't have any credit. He's like, coach, I need to build my credit. I need to do it fast. Okay, excellent. Fastest way to build your credit with no credit is get you trade lines. Trade lines are reported credit history. So now I say, Sam, look, this is what I'll do. I'll add you as an authorized user on one or two of these cards over here. Okay. So now I give you two cards. You get my credit history for the length of the time I've had these cards. So one card I've had almost 20 years. The other one I've had about, 12 years. So he gets the credit history for that entire time. No late payments, low balances. So now his credit score bumps. All right. Next, hey, look, let me get you hooked up with a company called Rent Reporters. Rent Reporters allows you the opportunity to actually your rent to be reported to your credit, to where it gives you credit history. You can go back 24 months. So let me get you that. So what if you say, well, coach, I hadn't always been paying on time. No, you have. How can I tell you that? Because you live in one of my properties, right? I have plenty I can give you. Done. So now you got 24 months of credit on rents. Now let me show you what you do. You go into a bank. If you have $500, go into your bank. Tell them you want a secured loan. No, I'm sorry, not a secured loan. You want a secured loan, not a credit card, not a secured credit card. You tell them you want a secured loan in the amount of $500. Okay, it's your money. You put your $500 in there, and then what do? Every single month, you're gonna have to make a payment. I don't know how much. You do it for 6 months. Hey, look, you pay everything off except $10. And you just wait till that last month. You just knock out that $10. So boom, just that quick. You got from these credit cards, you have over, what is that? 120 years, other one 12 years. Then you get your own 24 years. So you got revolving debt. You have an actual loan out, and you have I can't remember what they call the Rent Reporters, that type of debt. So forgive me, because I get excited when I speak about these things. So all of that, boom, can jump your scores up 100, 150 points. And you're talking about 30, 60 days just following the platform. So that's on a personal side. On the business side, have no idea. No idea. At $50,000 that I got last week. And like I said, that's for lines of credit, which is great. This is it's some sneaky stuff. When I say sneaky, one of the cards I got, they say, okay, hey, look, we'll give you 65,000 points if you spend $4,000 the first like 3 months. Guess what? I just made an order, I got it in my cart right now. I need to go ahead and place. But I'm waiting for that card to come in so I can place it. My first order is $2,300. And I spent $4,000. I get 65,000 points. Now, here's the thing about these points. Because of where they're located, I use them for free mileage points. So now I can take trips wherever I want to go. 65,000. That's on one card. The other card, I don't know what kind of perks I get off of that. I need to find out. But I want to share these things with you guys because I'm excited. So please reach out, get on my calendar, let us help you create this wealth, keep things going, rocking and rolling. And this is like, it's just, I'm just like super excited. Hey, this is like when I got like really excited. Like I've owned my own business for maybe like 10 years now. Dude, now whenever I go to the gas pumps, I have my own fleet card. Like I'm like, I feel legit now because I can remember like when I worked at the other companies, I had fleet PHH. It's like a fleet management card. Now I have my own card, like my own card. Like I feel so legit now, so legit. It's like a game changer. So I just want to share those things with you guys to keep you guys encouraged. Let you know it is like way more out there at our disposal than what we ever thought. So cool, man. Yeah, this is like so awesome. Yeah, I'm not gonna open it up, but yeah, it's like so awesome. Yeah, and I'm not even gonna go into anything more, but I'm just like pumped up and fired up. So cool. Any other questions before we conclude this call? I know I'm ready to like go to bed because I wake up again in the morning and get a chance to do it all over again. All right. Nope, no calls. All right, Coach. Well, I'll tell you what, the floor is yours, my friend. I'm going to turn it over to you. I appreciate the opportunity to share with you and with the group tonight. But Coach, yeah, we got to get together on the credit, man. Hey, it's you're already there because you went through the Fund and Grow. Some additional things I'll ask you so I can learn and implement some additional things. I'll share with you too.
Oh, Jaron going through it, brother. So Jaron more fresh on me, man. I went through Fund and Grow years ago, 5, 6 years
there you go.
So Jaron fresh on it, man. Hey, Jaron, I got my referral fee, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you. So he took action, and I'm hoping that the situation, he ain't called me and asked me any more questions in a while. So I guess it's going well. But we'll talk about that on the Wednesday call. We can go in detail on that a bit more, Jaron. So be prepared to give us an update so I can help. He said, yes, sir. We'll give everybody an update on that. Joe just gave an update on that. We'll kind of do some comparisons. And I definitely remember the process. Don't get me wrong on that. But brother, awesome job. Thank you for giving the people what they need and giving them what they deserve. Because at the end of the day, by being on this call, you deserve information that's useful, information that's going to make a difference in your life. If you have not booked the schedule yet, book on Coach Joe if you want to talk about this IRA stuff, because I cannot speak articulate as well as he with that. I know the system, but that's it. I just know it. And if you want to talk about joining our community, get on the other schedule or either or, I definitely get Joe on the schedule. So let's meet together, talk about a plan and a path for your future so you can reach the goals you have. And if real estate is that choice, then, that's the vehicle. So everyone, I hope you have a great evening, a blessed evening. I try to stay out the way because Joe is on it. He's on it. So welcome to the team, whoever just joined. Miss Grace, I can't wait to get on my schedule. Miss Grace, why don't you click on that strategy section and as well, and let's get on my schedule so that I can talk to you, meet you, and hear hear about you and understand you, because anything you tell me, I'm going to bring it up again into you and remind you what you told me. So be ready. So that's all I have, brother. I appreciate y'all. Tomorrow night, if you want to get on Facebook Live, Why Wait to Be Great, I'll be teaching another portion of my financial literacy class. I still got like a couple more weeks to go with that thing, but I'm gonna keep teaching it and keep pushing it out there. And then I'm thinking about nutrition, either goal setting, losing weight. Here go my list. I got nutrition, goal setting, resilience, and weight loss. Those are some other things that I do. You know, it's perfect. Why Wait to Be Great is professional growth and development. It's just to help you be the best you can be, and help you to start building your ego up, building your pride up, so that you can start investing later if you're not investing now. You know, first of all, you got to pump yourself up to do it and put yourself in a place to start saving money. So I started teaching financial literacy first to help folks understand that. June 18th is when I'm looking at that Saturday. Probably starting around about 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock Central Standard Time, and going for 6 to 7 hours or 8 hours. I don't know. So more to follow. She said no. So more to follow on that. But June 18th, mark your calendar. I'll set up a link that y'all can sign up for it, and be able to let y'all know what's going on. That's my birthday. Look here, we'll be celebrating on your birthday. It's gonna be recorded. So June 18th is Latia's birthday, y'all. We gotta have a party for her. I'll be in North Carolina then, so I'll be away from Virginia. So maybe we gotta catch up before that. And call me tomorrow. Let's get caught up. And happy belated Mother's Day to all the mothers on the call. I did put some out on Facebook. I stayed off of social media pretty much that whole day. And then I wanted to send an email out to everybody in the group, in the family, and tell y'all happy Mother's Day for the females. So definitely kudos to you all for your contribution to the world and bringing a lovely life into this earth. And now, you know, let's instill in them the things that you have inside of you that's making you get on this call to instill it in them at an early age, so they don't have to wait to be great. They can start young and grow their future, invest and grow their future. So thank y'all for your time. It's been a long night. Get on our schedule. Let's talk. Facebook Live, Why Wait to Be Great, or Why Wait to Be Great YouTube channel tomorrow, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Don't be late. I'm going to give it a 5-minute grace period or 3-minute grace period or something. That's why I played the music for a little while, and we'll go from there. So please try and get on at 9 o'clock. Let the music play while you go use the restroom and do whatever you do, and then come back, and then we'll get started. Don't get on 5 minutes late, because then you'll miss something if I start early. All right. Take care. Be safe. And thank y'all.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Y'all take care.